From Myrtle Beach to the far reaches of the planet, our next guest has just about seen and done it all, but an upcoming episode of her award-winning show, Travels with Darley, explores the rich history of the Lowcountry. Let's welcome Darley Newman, host and executive producer of Travels with Darley. It's great to have you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Did you always have the travel bug?
I think I have. I love to explore. Even now I live in New York City and I'm constantly exploring Central Park and new neighborhoods, and I just think it's such a neat way to be curious about the world and get out there and see new things.
Well, you grew up and lived in a place where people come to vacation, so this is your chance to go out into the rest of the world and to see some other very different places. So when you came up with this series, it started off as a web series, is that right?
I started out doing it on Verizon Digital, so just as short little snippets of content, and then have grown it out, just have done the 51st half-hour episode of Travels with Darley, and it's on nationwide on PBS. It's now on streaming sites, Ovation TV and Journey, so you can watch it in a lot of places.
Oh, congratulations. So where are some of the places you've been, some of the things you've done?
I've been all around the world. In this past season, we did a lot of road trips across the USA, which makes total sense for the current climate. But everything from Alabama's Civil Rights Trail to a new trail in New York State that goes from New York City all the way to the Canadian border. And of course, exploring Charleston in the Lowcountry for a new episode, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, tell us more about this. Of course, our viewers here are going to be really interested to know.
I think people are really going to love this episode because we explore South Carolina's rich history related to the Revolutionary War. There's a new trail called the Liberty Trail, which has a lot of great places to explore right in Charleston, but also right outside. We went to the Francis Marion National Forest, and I got to go kayaking at a battle, like a site where there was a battle. We explore historic homes, and we tie in food too, which I think you have to do when you go to Charleston because the food is just so very good.
And it's like finding these little gems. So how do you go about, as the executive producer, finding all these places? This must take a lot of research on your part.
You know, we always work through locals. We worked with Explore Charleston to help locate people. We end up working a lot with small businesses, like Chris Crawley with Coastal Expeditions took me out kayaking. I love trying to enlist people that are leading tours, whether Alfonso Brown did a tour with me in downtown Charleston, and he does Charleston's Black history. He talks about Gullah culture. So when you get those locals that are doing this for perhaps a living, it's their small business, they know so much. And then they lead you to many more things. They tell you the local restaurants that you need to eat at, and they say, oh, go to this place for the rooftop view. So I think it's a great way to kind of expand your network when you're traveling.
It absolutely is. Well, the Travels with Darley, Charleston and the Liberty Trail episode, that's going to air March 12th at 11 a.m. This is on SCE TV. So PBS, that is our local station. And what's next for you, Darley? Where are you heading to next?
Well, I'm going to be going to a lot of new places coming up. We're going to go international and go up to Canada to film, down actually back to the South to do some more filming for a new season. So a lot of U.S. travels on the horizon once again.
Sounds like a blast. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
We're back after this.